Alright guys, hey, it's Esquilax again, and we're going to be continuing our conversation, I suppose, about Star Wars and Disney and Rogue One. But yeah, I mean, I'm just not too terribly convinced by Rogue One yet. Rogue One's not going to be coming out for another month or so. Not another month, but it's coming out in December. I think December 18th or December 19th, so in about 2 months from now, it will be coming out. And I'm just not too terribly convinced by it. I'm really not, and it's not because it's just I just feel like Jen Erso is again too much of that, kind of like character. Like there's a scene where she's like, oh well, like I'm a rebel, and I rebel, it's just kind of like, oh well, like that's true, but it just, I don't know. I feel like they were trying to go for like really hardcore character development in that scene, but I just kind of feel like they just tried to force her character out too much like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the story of Jen Erso. I don't know the background. I mean, her character's probably like that because of the way, what happened to her, in the past. I'm sure. But as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I'm not too terribly, sold on it or anything. Not yet, at least. Oh, I thought we owned this. I guess we don't. That's just a little bit strange, is that we have like this sort of like little enclave right here, where it's there, but it's not taken by us yet. Like Frankfurt really should just like expand. It looks like it's going to be trying to expand towards this tile. Here, can Mecca? Mecca cannot buy a tile, which sucks. Oh, some city-state's bankrupt. Huh. Well, we're not going to get them out of bankruptcy. I know that for a fact. I mean, we're not that kind of people to actually like try and bail people out like that, because we don't need to. We don't want to either. I mean, gee whiz. But yeah, I mean that's just my personal opinion. I kind of want to talk about soccer right now, actually. To be honest, I know I'm just kind of jumping around from topic to topic, but I mean I guess that's kind of what I do. Just because I feel like, well, I mean if I give commentary about like what's going on in the game, I mean there really isn't too much for me to say. I guess. I mean, there kind of is. I mean, I could talk to you guys about, my plans for, empire building and, where I want to, devote troops and resources to. But, there really isn't too terribly much. It's kind of weird, though, I will say. It's a little bit strange going through these cities right here, these 3 cities, because they're so underdeveloped when we conquered them in terms of everything, pretty much, actually. They're just so underdeveloped, right? It's like, I don't know. I mean, there pretty much almost isn't anything for me to build in Cordoba, right? Cordoba pretty much has everything. I'm just building a castle because there's nothing else to build in Cordoba, right? And then in Madrid, well, I'm trying to go for wonders in Madrid. Madrid's my real wonder city, if that makes any sense. As you can see, it's grown very much so into this, huge city where I'm trying to and collect wonders. It'd be really good if we could get this sugar. I don't know if we'll actually be able to. I kind of hope we will be able to, but I don't know. I'm going to send these guys up north. That way they can help Damascus out. Really trying to get their full, productivity out of Damascus. Really get the most out of Damascus, if that makes any sense. In the sense that it's kind of about Damascus is more about, going out there and trying to get, hopefully, make this into a mine right here, these hills, to give us more hammers, and then get the silk, and then, yeah, probably just make these into farms. Obviously, after we make them into farms, hopefully, we could start getting the population of the city up more as well. As you can see, but yeah, I mean everything's going relatively well. I'm pretty content right now, and I don't really hold any aspirations for empire building. Though I will be rather upset. If Poland somehow does get that sugar tile. I don't think they will, just because we're closer to it. I don't think they will, but they might. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we should get it. We should get it, because I think cities tend to expand at most 4 out from their thing. I know you could buy up to 3 tiles away, but I think cities. I'm sounding really ignorant as well, guys. I mean, there's some things in this game I just simply haven't taken the time to actually learn the quirks in a lot of these games.
Industrialization based on machine.
That's kind of cool. There's a lot of quirks in this game I haven't actually taken the time to discover. So, oh, this is coal. Oh, this has also become very important. We probably won't get this though. That coal would be much more important than sugar. Let's see. Oh, we found a coal here. Where else have we found coal? Is that the only place we've discovered a source of coal? Oh, well, we're gonna have to get on that then pretty soon. What's coal used for? Coal's used for in a variety of things actually. Not too terribly much, but it is useful. It is useful. It definitely has a use in this game, most definitely. We could go for rifleman, just to try and catch up, I guess. Oh, there's the barbarians, guys. You don't see this every day. Barbarians at the gates. Oh, what is that? Salt. Salt town. That's closer to Germany. Germany should have taken that by now. Because Munich has been there for a long time. Munich has been there for a very long time. And they haven't taken anything. So, yeah. And 7 gold per turn for that is actually very good. Let's see. Okay. So, yeah, sorry, I thought I got an email from my boss telling me that I had my call time. Because I actually don't know whether or not I'm actually going to be working tomorrow, so we'll see. Because I basically just told him, I was like, hey, like, I'm actually not going to get into it, because I don't want to get into it. I really, really don't want to get into it. But yeah, we're definitely approaching the late game of Civ. We're in 1904, so, and we're just discovering rifling, so yeah, we're definitely behind. I never claimed to be a great Civ player, guys, by the way. I never claimed to be. Not once do I claim to be this great, amazing Civ player that knows exactly what he's doing at every, point in time. Attila has become a nuisance. Sorry, I have no interest in this argument. I just don't really want to go to war right now, especially not with Attila. Actually, that makes sense for Carthage to go to Attila, though. That makes sense. Oh, we have the most wonders with 13 compared to Kazimir, which only has 11, and then everyone else is just being completely spanked by Poland and I. Not that we'd want that to change, of course. No. You must understand that this is a monopoly system, which has to work. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Amphitheater. But yeah. I don't know. There will be no Reconquista this time, guys. There will be no Reconquista. The Reconquista happened, for those of you who don't know Spanish history, the Reconquista was a point in time in which, now that I think about it, actually, naming this whole province right here, Medina and New Mecca. I'm actually probably going to name this Al-Andalus, Andalusia, or Al-Andalus. Because when the Moors, right, or, the Moors, when they conquered parts of Spain, most of Spain, they named it Al-Andalus. I don't know what Al-Andalus means, but in Arabic, I don't know what it means. I mean, I could probably conjecture that probably means something about light. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. Obviously, please don't quote me on that. I don't know. I'm not a professor in anthropology or history or Islamic history or Spanish history. I'm not a professor or anything. I'm just a student who goes to college, and I just some of the history I know I learned because I learned it on my own, right? And then there's some other history I learned because because I learned it in my history classes, right? So yes, these Germans have now been captured, I suppose. They're just kind of stuck there, and they're not really doing anything. I feel bad for Germany. I mean, they could get out if we get open borders with them, but I don't plan to have open borders with Germany anytime soon, because quite honestly, why would I? I just don't think there's a point right now to have open borders with Germany. That because there's nothing I want from Germany, So, but in any case, that's that. I'm gonna end this video here, and then in the next video I'll probably talk more about Al-Andalus and talk more about the Spanish conquest and the Reconquista and whatnot. But so thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.